Okay, let's start at the beginning, Sagittarius. Okay, this is the card of abundance. This is the 9. I've noticed you got a number of 9s here. You have a 9 here, a 9 here, a 9 here. So you're coming to the ending of some cycle. So don't give up. Don't give up, Sagittarius. You're right at the end of some cycle. So the 9 of Cups, it can stand for abundance. It can stand for emotions. But it looks like that you have been experiencing some abundance, whether it is through emotions or finances. But it looks like making that decision that you did about, feels like 4 or 5 months ago, you made a shift of some kind, a different agreement, or negated an agreement of some kind, and it's been beneficial to you to try it the new way. So it looks like you're reaping the rewards and the benefits from a change that you made some number of months ago. What crosses you is the Wheel of Fortune. So, and that's kind of holding your faith. Holding your faith. So whatever you put the energy into in the world, you get paid tenfold. This is the 10. It is the Wheel of Fortune. So if you keep your mind in a positive bent, hold the vision of positiveness, then you will be rewarded in positiveness. If you hold that mind space in worry, in fear, all those negative fear-based emotions, then the Wheel of Fortune will pay you off or pay you back with a bunch of negative. So try to hold the vision of a positive. It can go either way, one way or the other. Although it does feel like this has something to do with worrying about another. Someone either in your family, could be this Page of Wands or this Knight of Wands here. But it feels like someone you're really worried about, and it feels like either their mental health or their physical health that you're worried about. So hold the vision for their recovery or for their positive health, and see if you can shift that mindset from so much worry into a little bit more positive mindset. I know, Sagittarius, you don't stay too long in one place. That is the beauty of your fire signs, is that you just rush right in where angels fear to tread. But this feels like something that you have no control over. So just hold the vision of a positive choice, a positive mental state or a physical state for these other fire signs right here. What is above you is also another 9. So that's planting the seeds. So it looks like some changes, also some changes that you made a couple of months ago, that you're starting to reap the benefits of those rewards. These grapes are starting to light up for me. So whatever seeds you planted, it's now starting to bear fruit. So if that was changing jobs a couple of months ago, or even going out on your own, now you're going to start to see the rewards of all the hard work. And it's been a very healing experience. It feels like you've had to learn to trust your own intuition a little bit more, trust your words a little bit more over what other people present. And you're really making that transition quite nicely. And now you're starting to reap the benefits, reap the rewards. This can stand for like planting a garden and watching it grow. And really stepping back and taking the more simpler road in life. So alleviating yourself from problems that aren't yours, giving them back to whoever owns them, and just kind of holding your space in a neutral place and seeing how things work out before you jump in there. But it does look like all of the efforts that you put in the last 6 months, you're starting to now see the rewards for that. What is in the past position? This is a Page of Wands. This could be messages. Wands are fire signs. That's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It's feeling like it's either a child or someone who's making childish mistakes, childish decisions that really should be a little farther along in their growth and maturity, and it may be your own child, it may be a niece, a nephew, or a child in your awareness that just needs a little extra help. So it looks like that has been identified, and either trying to find them some professional help or an outlet for what is ailing them. And it's kind of feeling more on the mental side and the depression side. So this may be a friend or a family member, but it's someone within your heart. I don't believe it's messages unless it's a message about this young fire sign. But it looks like some resolution is coming, some answers are coming, and that you have found an avenue to resolve some of these issues. And it may be just, you know, a young teenager or someone that's kind of out of control and needs to be reeled in just a little bit. But it's something that you really don't have control over. You can advise, and you have to advise and step back, Sagittarius. You aren't going to be able to control the situation. So trust in the journey. The Knight of Wands is here, and that's kind of taking the high road. Knights take the high road. Fires are action and movement. It also can be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, someone that is under 30, has a little bit more wisdom than the pages, maybe a little bit older, but it looks like someone has some information for this other fire sign, that they can kind of lead the way, that they're a true leader. And it looks like someone you've watched grow, actually, watched grow and go through some of the same things that are happening to this page. It feels like this knight has already mastered that. And for you younger Sagittarius, it could be you. This is a fire sign. I don't like to attach gender to the cards, especially knights. There is no equivalent female. So, but someone has some information on clarity for this other person. But it looks like you are the bridge between these people, or they could be your children, they could be family members, nieces, nephews, or friends. But it looks like someone younger, and it looks like Sagittarius, it's best if you pull back and let them find their way. Let them find their way. We know you know how to do it. They need to figure out how to do it. The next card is the Hangman, one of my very favorite cards in the whole deck. It's one of huge change, which is coming. Transition is coming. Change is coming. You know, this whole year is kind of like a paradigm shift almost. What we thought was reality really isn't, at least politically, financially. So there's a huge shift coming. And the Hangman, and the best analogy that I can come up with is if you're playing checkers. In the first half of the game, you're the red men. And the second half of the game, the board is turned around and you are the black men. Well, it's the same game, but it looks completely different. And the only thing that really changed, it wasn't the game that changed. It was your perspective. So that is what is happening. You're having this huge epiphany, huge life change, where it's the same life. Things are happening the same. You're just looking at it completely different, with open eyes, open heart, and open mind. So it looks like you're not as stringent on yourself and others that are around you. You have relaxed a little bit, and you're going with the flow a little bit more, and kind of putting down some of the fear-based stuff that used to run your life. But it really feels like the shift is happening. You're getting some resolutions, and the resolutions aren't always reliant on you, which takes a lot of pressure off of you in the family dynamic. So, card at the bottom here is the Four of Swords. It looks like you're overthinking a bit, planning for the future. This one can be a card of losing sleep, of thinking too much and not allowing your head to turn off. You have two of those. So most likely you're having a little sleep deprivation problems. Could be eating problems as well. You know, our creature comforts are affected when we worry too much. Can't eat, can't sleep. may also have trouble with your lower elimination system. If you're too uptight, we don't poop very well. So take a look at what you can relieve yourself from worrying, what is yours to worry about and what is not, and see if you can take some of the pressure off of you. But it looks like you've whittled it down to 3 solid things to worry about, so that's good. Looks like you have resolved some, or at least relinquished control, which is a big part of this, Sag. If you can't control, relinquish that control. Whether you want to resolve it or not, it may not be yours to resolve. So time to give back the problems to those that have created it to learn from. It looks like it's time to focus a little bit on your future, how you want that to look moving forward, whether it's retiring, changing a job, just alleviating yourself from some of the stress, canceling cable, whatever it is. But there is a little less fear in your space, and you're relinquishing some control and understanding, really understanding what you're in charge of and what you're not. And that came with the understanding of the hangman, what you can change and what you can't. So be a little gentler on yourself, and your body will kind of fall into the sleeping, eating, and pooping more regular. The Knight of Cups here, it's, the Knight is one of loyalty, one of standing up for those that can't, one of protection. And I really feel like this is a water sign person in your life, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, that is kind of leading you to some clarity on things and kind of teaching you. So it looks like you may be embracing some of your spiritualism or religion, or just getting out in nature, whatever calms you down a little bit more, and you're finding that calmer place. It does look like the last couple of months have been a little bit emotional for you. So it's really good to find a confidant, someone that is outside of your family that you can really trust. So it looks like you're creating that, or you already have created that water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, that is someone that is brave, speaks their truth, and stand up for what is right. You have a number of emotional cards here, but it looks like you've been trying to resolve some problems by these roads of resolution, when really it's something right in front of you, and it may not even be yours to clean up, which is probably why you haven't been able to clean it up. But it does feel like there has been a little bit of miscommunication or misinformation around your job space, that somebody isn't forthcoming when they said they would be, type of thing. So that will be resolved soon. It looks like you are really focusing a lot on it. So see if you can pull your energy back from that. Focus on something you can resolve, and the answers to this issue will be shown to you fairly soon. But it looks like there's too much energy on this, too much attention, almost obsessively so. So pull back your energy. Sometimes when we obsess about changing things that other people are in control of, the other people can't think straight because we've got so much energy into it. So if you can, Sagittarius, pull that energy back and realize the resolve or the answer to the problem is right in front of you, and it is not where you have been looking. And it will be it'll just pop up kind of suddenly. Suddenly you will get the answer to how to resolve this issue. And it feels like it's work related, and it feels like it is workload, compensation, equality, something like that. So that will be resolved. It is almost being resolved here. So pull your energy back and see what happens. Okay, here is the Three of Wands. I love this card too. This is kind of dreams to the future and updating your psychic closet and taking a look at the things in your life from your past that worked for you, taking a look at the things that don't work for you, also propelling you into your wildest dreams. This also can stand for foreign travel or travel over large bodies of water, but it feels like you are going somewhere that is very healing for you. It may be planning on a big trip, maybe not manifesting right now, but it looks like the seeds of the idea have been planted here. It's one of the things that you would like to do in life. So moving forward, you're either saving for it, checking for information for it, but it's becoming closer and closer in your awareness. And it does look like something that you will manifest in the near future. So, and I'm feeling water. I'm feeling water. I don't know why I'm seeing Europe. I'm feeling like Portugal, Italy, that coast. For many of you. For others, it may just be over a large body of water somewhere else. But I am feeling travel or foreign travel is something that you're creating or you're mocking up, manifesting. What is to the left of it, it looks like every time you step forward to do something good for yourself, that other people's energy gets in the way of your own creations, whether it's through competition at work, whether it's demands of family and home. But it looks like you are distracted a lot by putting things in the world that better you, by kind of refocusing on other people's crisis. I think that is a test. And I think you will pass it as long as you start to really focus on your desires and needs. It looks like there's a lot of people around you that like to create out of crisis for change, and that doesn't necessarily work for you. It really puts you in kind of a tailspin, and you lose sleep, and you worry about things. So pull your energy back from them. If they insist on making changes in crisis, just watch it. Just watch it. But do not take your energy to clean up somebody else's mess again. It's something that you're just getting out of. You are really getting out of that, Sagittarius. So this is kind of a test. Kind of a test. Do not put your plans on hold for somebody else's bad mistakes. So there it is. This is a reading for February. Dear Sagittarius, I am going to throw a couple of cards here. These are chakra cards, and just a couple for clarity. They usually come flying out. There we go. So you have perception and instinct, which is exactly what's happening. You're trusting your instinct a lot more. You have switched your perception. You have made you important, more important than other people's jive. So continue down that road, and it looks like you will attain all those wildest dreams that you have put on hold for other people's weirdness.